That moment, I think everything became blank for me. You have worked 3 years and a half for something that you believe in so much, and built an entire belief system around that, and just in 1 minute, in seconds, somebody tells you can't have that anymore. There's nothing you can do about it. I just can't breathe anymore. I want a different environment where nobody even knows me, just to be me. So I decided, okay, Brisbane then. So I packed my bag and arrived in Australia on November 6, 2013. I came from a big family. My father has 4 wives. My mother, she's the first wife. And from my mother's side, we are 6. We don't have much. My mother, she's a teacher in a military school, and she clawed her way up to becoming the principal of that school. So there was a lot of discipline growing up in Nigeria for me. I have grown up seeing all the sacrifice that my mother did for us. She has literally put everything on the line for us. She sacrificed so much to ensure that we never have to worry about anything. I was in my last part of school, and I'm already thinking of I wanted to go and study abroad. I met a girl, and that brought so much tension between myself and my mother. My mother talked to me about it. She said, I've had, you can't do this. You need to focus on school. This is not the time for this. She gave me this ultimatum, okay, break off this, cut off this relationship, and then we will consider for you to have an opportunity to go and pursue your studies. And secondly also, if you still go on with that, me as a mother, we will have a problem. I don't know, something just sparked in me, and I was like, no, we are not breaking up. I'm going to find a way to keep you, and to keep my mother, and to keep my dream. I want to have it all. So I went to my mother and I was like, okay, it's done. I've broken up with the girl. So me thinking that I am even lying to my mother at that stage, it never even come to my mind. Because all I am thinking was, okay, this is my only way. The idea was to go finish my studies early and then return, try to get a job in order to prove to her parent and mine that I am man enough to take care of their daughter, and also to start a family of mine. So I did all the pros and cons, and I found out that India is shorter. So the only difficulties now was finding my way around India itself. Every day we communicate and we talk. But there was something missing. That real face-to-face interaction is what made it difficult. And at that period, I think she did mention, look, my family are quite worried. They are thinking that you are not a serious person, and there are a few other people that came and showed interest in me. And when are you going to graduate? When are you finishing? And that was when also I started working even extra hard. I decided, okay, it's time to do my master's, and I want to do the master's in a first world country. I ended up getting a 6 offer in Australia. So the plan was to come, get the girl, go for studies, extra studies, and then bring her with me. A few weeks before I returned back to Nigeria, my hometown, the war started. The Boko Haram riots and chaos, insecurities there. So communication was cut down. I don't know what is going on with my family. I don't know what's going on with the girl. Anyways, I returned back in those few weeks and months that the communication wasn't there. They gave her to someone. Her family were like, they feel like I am not the right person for their daughter, and they have the mindset of, okay, I'm not established enough. I don't know how to process it. So I just went, I think it's time I filed that Australian visa. So that's how I ended up coming to Brisbane and to Kid. So Kelvin Grove became my new home. In Kelvin Grove at the time was full of students, particularly from the Middle East, and most of them are here with their families, family people, and I started making friends out of those Middle Eastern guys, and that's how I started building, that sense of community. They became family to me, if I can put it this way, because from day one they're calling me brother. From day one they refer me as their brother. They never see me as somebody who is from another place. So that was how I started building myself. Gradually the confidence started coming. It gave me that feeling that I think Brisbane is my new home for real, for sure, because it told me that I had a real the real connection I had with these guys. The brotherhood connection was real. But during that period, I'm asking myself every day, what am I going to do? Because at the time you have to understand, I'm not in a good place of mind. I do not have any driving dream anymore. I lost that real sense of purpose. So to me, I think coming to Australia was like some sort of like an escape from reality in the beginning. And which is why even the life in Brisbane, at the time, it was just trying to be and find myself again. Okay, now what is next for me, and how do I sort of reinvent myself in a way? And that's how McKinton, the brand that I just launched this year, came into play. All the concept and the experience, the pain, I ended up crafting it and decided to connect it with the product and the physical product, which is a handcrafted shoes. I made the decision from the beginning that it's not just going to be a product, but the inspiration that comes with the product. And I want a situation whereby when you wear the shoe, our shoe, the story behind that shoe will be in your head the whole day long. So for example, this one. So this is the Buji monk. What these two buckles signify is a friendship. So at age 14, I lost my closest friend. He wasn't feeling well, but then I thought it was just normal fever or something, and then it went on second, third day, the same thing. And on the 6th day, his sister came and she was like, oh, it's up to, what happened? He passed away this morning. Immediately when I made a decision to build a brand, I made a decision to do something I'm very uncomfortable with each day as a way of empowering my mind. And that was the box. Even I don't like it at all, I don't enjoy it. It's a fight against myself each and every day. I have never ever thought that I will ever be in this position, number one. Never ever thought that I would even be in a place called Brisbane, in Australia. I used to say I am black, I am Muslim, I am single, and I'm West African. I used to say that, and I love it. Why I say this is because I feel like I am an ambassador to all these things. I'm an ambassador to my family name, I'm an ambassador to where I originally come from, I'm an ambassador to the faith that I practice, I'm an ambassador to my race, and which is why all the pain I went through, all the struggles, all the sacrifice, it's all worth it for me. And I think it's the best thing that ever happened to me. Each and every one of us is here to make a contribution, and I think making to me is a way of doing that. One shoe doesn't define this whole journey. The entire brand is my pain. Live a life of meaning and purpose. You get to decide what meaning you give your life to, and every story matters. So tell us your story and share your best work with us, because you never know, it might be what's gonna add value to another person and also make a difference. That's all. Thank you.